Here we have the outside of the Auto-Trail Tribute F60. As we move along, we'll firstly come to the main hookup point, just here. As we move a little further along, we will come to the fresh water tank fill point. So just pop your hose pipe into here. This can also be locked. Beneath it, we have the flue for the space heater. We do not need to do anything with it, just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. And then we have the freshwater drain just here. And as we move along to the front, we have the grey water drain just here and the flue for the boiler. Next we have the gas locker. So there is space in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and then screws into the gas bottle and then is tightened with a gas spanner. Gas on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. As we move round to the back of the motorhome, we have the reversing camera just here, and then the cassette toilet. So to remove the cassette, just lift up on the blue lever just here and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. When emptying the cassette, it also empties from this point. Just make sure that when you pour it away, you hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It is also advisable to keep the seal here lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone based lubricant is absolutely fine. This is a good way of giving the cassette a good clean. And if anything gets caught up around the float mechanism, you can twist this bit here and remove it to get off any of the debris that might get round it. All of these cassettes are now on wheels with pull-up handles. As we then move round to the other side, we then have a nice large storage locker. We can flap this part down here to have an additional shelf. We then have the external barbecue point. So at the moment the actual adapter itself is still attached with a cable tie. So what we need to do is remove and then pop the hose of the barbecue over this rib section here, secured with a Jubilee clip. And then this end here can then be plugged in when in use, and then you'll be able to turn your gas on. To remove, push on the collar, push it towards the van, and then it will release. We then have both fridge vents. They do come with winter covers, which need to be used if you are using the motorhome in extremely cold climate. So to use them, slide both of the black clips across so you can remove the fridge vent. Then take your winter cover and then pop it in like so, and then replace the fridge vent and then lock back into place, and then do it also on the top one. This will then keep some of the heat and make the fridge run efficiently in extremely cold weather. Do not leave on when the weather is warm, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat and in turn again not work correctly. The step is electric and operates just here, and will put itself automatically away when the engine is started. And we then have access underneath the bench seat just here, so we can then pop stuff in underneath, and also it's another way of getting to the jack and wheel brace and the leisure battery. To fill with diesel, you do need to open the passenger door, and you can then open the flap to diesel in at the top, and then AdBlue top up just underneath. It will let you know on the dashboard when AdBlue needs to be topped up. The vehicle battery is located underneath the driver's seat, and bonnet release is just at the front just here, and it is just ignition key in, turn, and then pull the bonnet up.